everybody, my name is Aaron. First and foremost, I want to thank you for stopping by today's video. What I wanted to show you guys today is, it won't only help the title of the video, like those who are watching it for the title, it should hopefully help those that maybe just discourage themselves. Today we're talking about vlogging in a small town, because the mentality behind that is really huge off the rip. You're somebody that's really into watching YouTube, you watch a lot of vloggers, and you want to start one, but you're so discouraged because you live in a small town. You don't go on helicopter rides every day, you don't travel across the world every day, you don't do some crazy sports stuff. How in the world are you gonna make your life entertaining enough for people to come view it, right? And what's crazy, what's mind-blowing about this is there are actually people in very awesome locations around the world who also look at it the same way. You know, there are a lot of good content creators out in big cities or awesome like mountain-esque ranges of the world, and they think, oh, I'm just too boring to vlog. When the reality is a lot of those people that I talk to, they really have a great story to tell. And that's the first thing you guys gotta realize when it comes down to vlogging, is telling a story. Now, I know you've heard that before. Like, there's been plenty of people in these how to vlog videos of like, this is how you vlog, you need to tell a story. But it's something that needs to be repeated because it's so true. During the time of me doing these vlogs on this channel, I've gone from just looking at the aspect of, I have a camera, let's just turn it on throughout the day and figure out what the hell to do, to actually making kind of a game plan. Last night, I actually knew that today I was gonna vlog about being from a small town. I was gonna vlog about vlogging in a small town. You start to develop ideas and just things that you wanna talk about and pointers that you wanna make. How I've started looking at vlogging recently is, I'm somebody that does kind of tutorials here and there for designers out there. And ever since I started looking at vlogging as me kind of making a live tutorial, me trying to share a lesson of something that I can share to the world, it's been extremely beneficial. There are things in these videos that some people just haven't come across yet, and I know we don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of views on each video. But after a while, I've really started to learn that's not really the objective. Even if it's just 2 or 3 people, that's big. Because once 2 or 3 people can relate, maybe 4 or 5 people can relate, and it just shares that information out there. And then when you get a response back of like, okay, this is what was good, this is what was bad, then you can learn to adjust more in the future. You see, during the progress of me just going from maybe, you know, 10 to 20 views to a couple hundred views, we have learned to adapt better techniques into making these vlogs. What I do need to point out, what I don't need to point out. Some people, their success grows larger and faster on YouTube because, I don't know, things happen. But I do believe the reason why some people don't grow as fast on YouTube is because they're not supposed to grow fast yet. I know that sounds weird, but that's how I kind of perceived my situation. When I first started vlogs, I just wanted to be cool. I just wanted to create YouTube videos and have people to like me. But throughout a period of time, I kind of understood like, this is just my way of sharing my life, my story, and a way for me to help people in a way that I wish I had that help when I started, right? Myself, I share my life as a freelance designer trying to lose weight. So I try to relate as best as I can in a day to where maybe I bring you along my situation, I bring you along a rant, I talk about the things that impact my life on a daily basis, whatever situation it may be. And the hope with that is that maybe people that were in my situation where I was like years ago can watch it, and maybe they can just feel a little bit more confidence in obtaining whatever they want to attain, whether it be weight loss or wanting to leave your job to do something that you love for a living. Because the way I see it with these videos, if I'm making a video and this was around when I started, how beneficial would it have been for me? How beneficial would a vlog of me explaining how to deal with a negative customer been back in 2012 for a situation with me where I haven't experienced that yet? Or how awesome would it have been in like 2013, 2014 to have a vlog like that, so that way I could have related with the person, so that way I could have watched the video and been like, yeah dude, like I had to deal with that too. Once you start looking at a vlog as an expression to document what you're going through and to share that documentation and to share that journey, I think you really start looking at vlogging in a different perspective. So guys, I'm gonna bash this morning meal real quick as I continuously get started with my day. We have a couple projects that I would really like to get out today, so we're gonna stay a little bit busy with that. I'm excited to bring you along this just little journey of how I vlog in a small town on a daily basis. All right, let's kill two birds with one stone with this next part. So the two things that I want to talk about that make vlogging in general very, I guess, unique to your nature, not like it's not been done before, but you can just figure out ways to make it unique to you, is one, transitions, and two, the way you set up your shot, right? So this is something that I'm definitely still learning. I'm always trying to figure out just how I can progressively be more unique to myself when it comes to this type of stuff, but it's just the example of me doing like a little time lapse of me working that you just seen a little bit ago, like the sped up variation of me sitting here on the computer, just doing two different angles, speeding that up, and then me setting up the shot. I have a light right here. I kind of dulled down the lights to the left of me, like the outside lights, put a little bit of the blind in the way. If I wanted to light up my left side, I have another light right here. In certain situations, if I'm kind of more in the mood to kind of talk about something, rant about something, to where I'm like kind of like wanting to walk around and be on the go, I will actually pick up the camera with me and move around, so that way it's like getting in the moment, me bringing you along in the moment. But in most situations like this, where I want to sit down, I want to talk to you guys, I want to explain something, I want to try to be a little bit more clear about something, I would rather sit down with a tripod of some sort and actually set up the shot, right? Now, both these things that I mentioned are definitely acquired over time. Just the breeze and the ease of whatever shot you're setting up or whatever transition you're doing. I want you guys to understand that these don't make the content, you know what I mean? Like, there for a while, I was really stressed to get out and fly my drone because I thought like, okay, I got a drone now. I need these transitions. I need these moments to bring in more viewers. Like, I need these drone shots. When in reality, I started looking at these videos that I was doing this in, and then I would have that one day where I just didn't have time, and I would have a more meaningful story that day, and it would get more views and get more interaction, and it was just clearly evident, like, okay, like drone shots are nice, but they don't make me as a person, right? And that's what I'm trying to share with this channel. I'm trying to share me as a person. I'm trying to share my thoughts, what I do in certain situations, so that way, hopefully, you guys that are in a certain situation, or maybe debating something, or maybe just need someone to relate with, you can do that. And it doesn't matter that I have a drone shot. It doesn't matter that the transition that we just did was the difference between me just showing my work for the day or me driving down the street in a Lambo. Like, you can relate with me, right? So when it comes down to transitions and stuff like that, and B-roll footage, yes, have fun with it. Try to make one period to another period entertaining, I guess, but it's not 100% needed. It doesn't need to be in effect to tell your story. But the big thing I would tell you is, over a period of time, learn to set up your shots. Learn ways to put people in situations. Like I mentioned, you know, the difference between me carrying the camera around when I'm like kind of like in a, I need to talk to you guys. Like, I want you guys in this conversation. I'm pacing back and forth. I need to rant. Versus to where, like right now, I'm explaining some things. I'm taking a little break in between work before I started up my live stream to just sit down and explain to you guys a little bit behind the process of why I do certain things. Setting up the shot more professionally. That is one of the biggest things that I'm very proud of when it's come to the vlogs, is like understanding the shot, taking time to set the white balance, taking time to set the exposure, and just make the overall quality of the video better. So, like, you know what I mean? Like the picture. So that way, while you're listening to me, it's just more relaxing and natural, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. Anyways, I gotta dive into this live stream and keep the day going. So far, I feel like the video has been at least a little productive on explaining how you would vlog from a small town, and we have literally not even left the confines of 2 rooms. So that's pretty interesting, because people live in a place like New York City or LA or something and still can't find ways to express themselves with all that landscape. But we're literally in 2 rooms out in the middle of BFE, Ohio. Interesting.
You again.
Is it okay for you to be in the vlog? I know you don't like being in my videos. Why do you hate me?
I don't know why. I meant to watch that video to see, like, what was I doing that?
I think you just had, like, resting biatch face.
That comment is probably from a day where we were going to go eat, but I had to wait on him to finish vlogging.
So young Megan here, been putting you in the videos a lot more lately. Somebody made a comment on the channel, a good supporter of mine. I can't remember exactly who it was. I just remember that whoever it was, they actually do check out the content quite a bit, and they're like, I think Megan is tired of being on the videos. Megan can be very abusive sometimes.
Shut up.
And I do watch my tone when I do put her in the videos, because you never know when I might get beat when the camera's off.
You act like I'm crazy and just going to snap one day.
is crazy.
Megan looks like she hates being in the videos now. Laugh out loud.
Keep it up.
Luke, I know you're gonna watch this video, and it's all up. We're taking it as a joke. Hopefully, you don't think like we're like calling the comment out, but like, oh my god, this asshole.
Comment.
Yeah, this rude guy. Another thing, guys, is don't be nervous to kind of like get out and about a little bit. You don't have to necessarily be up in the middle of a store. Oh, it's cold. Or like in a crowd with a lot of people. But, you know, just the simple transition of me walking from the door to the truck and explaining that, it just brings a little life to the situation, a little life to the story. You know what I mean?
Nothing ever comes to me, yeah, in a steady stream. But you gotta keep on going. You gotta live that dream. I know I ain't supposed to feel it, but oh how it feels.
Another thing that's definitely been trying to do, especially a lot more lately, is the whole, that's cold, is the whole trying to go out and about with the camera. Like really, I have no need to bring the camera into Kroger's right now. But it's nice to just try to get over like the whole concept of filming in front of somebody, right? Like that's why I've been doing it a lot more lately, like just bringing it along because I need, like, screw what people think, you know, walking by like all these people, why does it matter? You're never gonna meet half these people again anyways. I feel like we make such better decisions when we eat first. Your coffees, look at all them salads, look at all them greens in here. It's so cold. And just to confirm, because we just went to Hothead and got groceries, I don't want people thinking like, oh, well, like, at least you live around stuff. You know what I mean? We had to drive to that location. We had to drive about 15 minutes away from the nearest, like, town. We live in a village, which is a population of, I believe, 1,200 people. So we drove to a town with probably, a population of maybe 5,000 people. Yeah. This is the area that we live in. It's nighttime, so bear with me.
Houses are here.
All right, so this is pretty much the end time. This is where I usually send the vlog or send the upload off with like kind of like my final thoughts of the day, the conclusion to the story, the ending to the story. Since today is about, you know, the whole vlogging from a small town and just the concept of like vlogging when you think you're boring anyways, the best way to vlog from a small town is to start. I see a lot of people nowadays, they're like, oh, I'm about to start vlogging soon. I'm gonna get the camera, start vlogging. I'm gonna get a nice camera, start vlogging. And I fear the day when they grab that camera, when they grab that gear, when they start vlogging and they don't like it because it's not natural, right? Or the views don't come, you know? Here's the facts when you start vlogging. Not a lot of people's gonna watch right away. You're going to be boring as shit. You may not see it at first. Like some of the first videos you may put out, you may be like, oh my God, like this is such great quality. This is such good content. But the world might not think the same. You might just be so impressed with the fact that you finally did one. You may not be able to receive the attention that you may think or want to get, you know, from your first vlog. It is hard getting out there. Some people get out there faster. Look at my situation. We've uploaded a few hundred uploads, and like I am very grateful for the subscribers that we are at, and we're working harder at growing this channel and this community and everything, and I appreciate all of you guys who are along for the ride. But you know, there are people out there that 2 months into it, they just blow up, and I kind of touched back with the beginning of the videos. They just genuinely had a better way of sharing their story off the start. Not all the time is everybody super entertaining. Some people luck in the situation. Some people maybe have just a certain look to get that spike of attention. It's like, yeah, it sucks, right? It sucks that other people are in certain situations. It sucks that I have to grind my ass off every single day, or even when I wasn't upload daily, I was uploading multiple times a week to get just a few hundred views on videos. Like, yes, it sucks when that happens, but it teaches you a lot. There's a lot to work for with it. Like I always say with these videos is I may never make it somewhere with YouTube, but this stuff is teaching me way more than just vlogging on YouTube. And it's just helping me grow what I want to do in life even more. And that's just creating and trying and doing and sharing. I guess the way I see it right now is if you're really wondering if you should start vlogging, thing. Go back and think of a moment earlier this year or maybe last year that was maybe big for you. Maybe something happened in the day. You got a new job. You maybe got your first big order as a designer. You got your first order as a videographer. You got to go to some concert. You got to meet somebody. Maybe it's a moment with a friend or family that's no longer around and it was like a really special day. Go back and show me the video from that day. I bet if you don't vlog by now, you're gonna wish maybe you had a vlog of that moment. There are a lot of opportunities where I get to go back and just kind of look at previous videos throughout the year and see how far we progressed and just go to these awesome situations where, you know, Meg and I took a trip, for example, or, you know, just the whole, you know, proposal story of asking Megan to marry me and everything. There's so many great opportunities I was able to capture throughout the year because I'm telling my story. Overall, to the initial core, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how personally boring you may think you are because you don't have crazy things or you don't have all this crazy stuff to do. You are a person, you can be relatable. So guys, if you're interested in doing it, start doing it and see where 2018 brings you. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like if it helped in any way, shape, or form. Comment down below if you have any suggestions, questions, or concerns on this video or any future videos. I will see you guys tomorrow.